You know, looking at all these travel books, looking at all the names, it reminds me of all the wonderful places there are to see in the world. But you know, like everything in life, there's a few places that end up being your favorites. And today I'm going to talk about one of mine, and that is Hong Kong. You know, I've had the pleasure of getting to Hong Kong many times, and I feel very much at home in Hong Kong. And so what I'm going to do is invite you on a Jamie's Journey, where I am going to take you on a journey just around the Kowloon side of Hong Kong, but I'm going to point out some of the ways to get around to make the most of your time, maybe to answer some of your questions so that you don't have to ask someone else to do it, maybe give you a couple ideas for a few other things to do. I'm going to take you on this tour, which actually starts at the ocean terminal, and this is where really a lot of the cruise ships come in, but also just outside the ocean terminal. It's a great spot to start from too, because that's where you'll find the Star Ferry, that's where you'll find the bus terminal, that's where you'll find lots and lots of taxis. So it is a great central area to begin that tour. So come with me now as I take you on a Jamie's Journey around Hong Kong. All right, so basically you think about the direction that the ship is facing, and then you're just going to walk in that direction, walk through shops and shops and shops until it kind of dead ends. Then you can make your decision. Either it would go left or right. One way is to go make your way out through Ocean Terminal and go out to Canton Road. And now to do that, you have to realize you're on the second floor. You have to take an escalator down one floor to get to the first floor. And then you would take an escalator out onto Canton Road. We'll probably come back that way, but what we're going to do is we're going to take the stairs down towards the Star Ferry. So, come on, let's go. All right, so that didn't take long to get out of the terminal. Of course, an ocean terminal, lots and lots of shopping. But once you get out, maybe you want to go somewhere or do the streets. So what I thought we'd do is talk about transportation first. Transportation in Hong Kong is so easy, so efficient. But when you do come out of the terminal, in this area outside the Star Ferry and also on Nathan Road, which is one of the big shopping streets, there are a lot of street hawkers. And I have to say, I'm a seasoned traveler, but they get a bit annoying, trying to sell you suits and copy watches, block after block. So you have to just kind of put up with it. But let's go talk about the Star Ferry and how that works. All right, so really you've got two choices when you get here. You can either go to Central, which is really where you want to go, or you can go to Wan Chai, and that is the convention center. Now maybe you want to go there, but if you want to take catch a bus to somewhere else, if you want to go up to Victoria Peak, you do want to go to Central. All right, if you haven't been to Hong Kong in a while, the system's changed for how to get your token. Even the tokens have changed. They're now these big little plastic tokens. Before they used to be like subway tokens. But anyway, you come to these vending machines and there's a place either for bills or for coins. It's 2 Hong Kong dollars to get across. So you simply press, if you're an adult, you'll press 1, and it comes up 2, and for every other adult that's going to travel with you, you press it again, now it's 4, now it's 6, that's 6, there we go. You just put your money in either way and press it, and you'll get your tokens and your change. And then if you look over here where you insert your token, right now the time is reading 11:55. That's not actually the time, but that's the minutes until the next ferry departure. So if you see like 1 or 2 minutes, sometimes you have to run but maybe you don't want to run because the ferries run continuously anyway. But that tells you when the next one will depart. Simply go, drop your token in, and you're on your way. It's that easy. Since we are in the Star Ferry area, if you're looking for something else to do, and there's literally hundreds of things you can do here in Hong Kong, you can take the Star Ferry Harbor Tour. You can take a day tour, you can take a night tour, 1 hour, 2 hours. It runs from about 100 Hong Kong to 140 Hong Kong for the 2-hour tour, but that's also right here as well. Also, some of you might like to take the open-top double-decker bus. There's people always in this area that can direct you to the bus. There is one bus departure from the Kowloon side, which is where we are, and also from the Hong Kong side. But it's all explained here, and there's like normally, just about always during the day, someone out in this area handing out these brochures. I want to show you one other thing you could do, and that's just right next door as well. Well, we have come just left of the Star Ferry, and so that's left as you're facing Hong Kong Island, facing the water, just right next to it. But this old clock tower has always been a central figure here in Hong Kong for a long time. Reminds me of the one in Honolulu as well, and similarities about both of them is that it's been here a long time, and to me it used to look so big, and now you look around at the size of all these buildings, and it almost looks out of place. But anyway, beautiful building. But just in front of it here are stairs up to a viewing deck. So if you'd like to just get a picture of Hong Kong during the day or at night, you can come up here. But especially during the Festival of Lights, the laser show, that is the best viewing deck is right up there. And again, it's something that everybody should see. It starts at 8 o'clock at night and goes until 8:13. So don't miss it. A couple more things I want to show you, things you can do. We're just going to walk underneath the viewing deck and go down a little bit further. All right, we've just come underneath the viewing deck down a ways, and there's a couple other boat trips you can do. The first one, we just got a shot of it as it was departing. That's called the Duckling. You can sign up for the Duckling inside at the visitors information desk in the terminal, Star Ferry terminal. It does a 1-hour trip around the harbor, and it's a traditional Chinese tourist junk. In fact, if you look at some of the Hong Kong brochures or posters, quite often you'll see the Duckling sailing in the harbor. Another one you might see is also called the Aqua, as in water, Aqua Luna. And the Aqua Luna also meets underneath here, but just a stone's throw, just further down underneath the viewing area. That leaves each night at 7:30. You have to really be there at about 7:15, and you should make a reservation for that. Quite often that's chartered by groups, and you can't get on it. So Aqua Luna, you have to check on, make a reservation for that. And that also does 1 hour around the harbor at night. They serve you a cocktail. There's some nice cushion mats that you can almost recline on, really, on the upper level of that, chairs down below. But they cruise the harbor at the time of the Symphony of Lights, And that's really nice to see, be right in the middle of the bay when the Symphony of Lights goes off. Also, for guests who might go to Wan Chai, that is not the central station, but that one takes you right to the convention center, which we're directly across from, and a spectacular center, and certainly one of the icons now of Hong Kong Harbor today. All right, we're going to backtrack a little bit, and we'll tell you a little more. And we're just, you can just see the viewing area. We got a shot all the way down to the Intercontinental Hotel. Used to be the Regent Hotel, and for my taste and my wife's taste, they have the best bar in town. In fact, they got glass from floor to ceiling. They play nice music, jazz in there, cocktail time, and it's probably the best indoor vantage point to see the Festival of Lights, again, at 8 to 8:13. But it's a really exceptional place to go. Now you can walk right down, even beyond the hotel. So maybe you're a walker or a jogger in the morning, this is a great place to go. Also at night, you see the viewing area up here, and also you see a lot of people along the waterfront here as well. However, if you do want to go to the Intercontinental Hotel from here, you do have to walk around a little bit to get to the front of the hotel. There's actually no access from the harbor side. Some people might want to go up to Victoria Peak. If you want to go to Victoria Peak, you can take a bus. It's the number 15 bus, and it winds its way up to Victoria Peak. It's actually a nice ride. If you just want to ride the bus and see some sights from the bus, you can do that. Or you can take a taxi to the train. So there's the Peak train station, and there's like a train that will take you up as well. So you have your choice there. Also, you can get from there a bus to Stanley Market. That's number 260, and it takes about, I want to say about 35 minutes, 30 minutes from there over to Stanley Market. And it's really a very pretty ride as well. Now also, there's other ferry terminals further down. There's several more smaller ferries, and these ferries take you to the outer islands. There's 8 outer islands that you can choose to go to, and some of those could be nice trips to do as well. So, so much to see here. Well, now that we've talked about the boat travel, let's talk a little bit more about the buses. So, come on over here. All right. Again, I want to emphasize that public transportation here of all kinds it's clean, it's on time, so efficient, and really inexpensive. And one of the things I like about Hong Kong is that they still have the old-style double-decker buses. They've replaced really all the old ones. I've been looking for some of the old ones they have, but all of them look, modern and brand new. So again, we're right in front of now the Star Ferry. There's a bus station, so you can take a bus to really anywhere you want to go. Quite often people will go from here to Stanley Market. I believe the bus is number 973, and that goes to a causeway and under a tunnel and then over to Hong Kong Island. As well, taxis are abundant, and again, so inexpensive here in Hong Kong. There's a taxi station right there. Not all the taxi drivers speak English. In fact, a lot of them speak Chinese, so it's always good if you know where you want to go to have it written in Chinese characters. Bring a map with you. Maybe you can point to where you want to go. But normally they They open the door for you and they close it for you. You cannot use credit cards in these. You do need the local currency. But again, always available. You can hail them down, or if it's busy, during busy periods, you'll have to go to a taxi stop, which are also located all over. All right. All right, we have just come across Canton Road, and we're going to head down as far as Nathan Road and then do a little tour back. But this is something you might want to check out, something that just opened in the early fall, late summer of 2009. And this is the 1881 Heritage Site, and it's a celebration of Hong Kong's past. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility. As I understand it, it used to be the old police station or the old police barracks. Totally renovated. There's 13 rooms that you can stay in. Very, very nice rooms. But there's escalators going up. There's some of the finest shops in the world. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. In fact, I met with the general manager just yesterday, and he was telling me all that was going on there. Place that you might want to check out and maybe even consider staying in or visiting while you're here. Also, as we make our way down towards Nathan Road, one of my favorite shops, Shanghai Tang, is just right here as well. So I think I have to go in and have a quick look myself. I usually don't come out of there empty-handed. Anyway, hey, you know, one thing I didn't tell you about this 1881 Heritage Site, well, I made special mention of it. This whole area was billboarded up for about 6 to 7 years. It was really an eyesore, and the fact that it's now open and just first class. Again, there's some really great restaurants in there, nice wine bar. There's even, I believe it's like an Irish pub. Anyway, we got more ground to cover, so we're going to go under the walkway, because we have to do that to get across the street, and that will happen several places around here, but we're going to go under the walkway and continue on our journey. All right, still making our way down Salisbury Road. We've come to the peninsula. Certainly one of the not the grandest old style hotels remaining in Hong Kong. By the way, if you're looking to do something delicious here too, afternoon tea at the peninsula is fantastic. Also, I think maybe the best restaurant or most notable restaurant in the city is Gaddy's here. You definitely need a reservation, but great, great setting, wonderful menu, terrific music. And also not a bad bar either. In fact, there's many bars. I told you about the Intercontinental now, which is just in front of me here. So many the finer hotels have nice bars too. That's just one of my favorites. I have to say, this is very classy and elegant too. All right, a little further to go to Nathan Road. All right, we've made it. It's a short walk now to Nathan Road, and so the corner of Nathan and Salisbury. There's also a subway station, and there's other subway stations further down the road, but if you're looking for the quickest way to get to Stanley Market, this is it. Just walk down to Nathan and Salisbury, go down the stairs of subway, take the subway to Admiralty. From Admiralty, you can pick up the 260 bus. That comes also from Central, goes down. Pick up the 260, that will take you over to really a much shorter distance to Stanley Market, or yeah, you can just jump a taxi as well. You know, again, you can go to Stanley Market just by, well, you go by bus, from Ocean Terminal. You can take the Star Ferry across and take the 260 bus over. You can come to the subway and take the bus, or you can even take a cab. The cabs are so inexpensive here. Might take you about 45 minutes, probably run you 20 bucks, probably it. You know, prices do change. Anyway, we're going to continue on down the road. Now at Nathan Road and Peking Road, and Nathan Road is more carries some of the more old Chinese traditional customs as compared to some of the other roads here. Although it's a major shopping street, that is for sure. But you can still see some of the old style food that the Chinese would eat, and some of the old customs as well. Now also on the streets behind Nathan Road, also some good little alleyways and streets where you can go shopping as well. Now, you can change your money many places in the city, but if you're going to change a lot of money, and this is just my opinion, I usually go in the Chungking mansions. There's got to be 10, 12 money changers right in the same area. Obviously, they're competing for your business. I find you get better rates there than maybe in a hotel, or definitely in a hotel, or even down the road here on Peking, there's another money change place, but definitely doesn't give the better rate. In here, the best rates. So a great place to explore during the day. It's also lit up at night. And then there's signs here that direct you back to the cruise terminal, right here. Back to the ship and the cruise terminal, you still have to go under, go down under an underpass. That sometimes throws people off. They feel they're stuck. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go down and we're going to follow the signs underground to Canton Road. Now, you don't want to go that way. You can, but really you want to follow the signs. Canton Road and Ocean Terminal. So it's this way. So there it is, Ocean Terminal. Actually, it's within Harbor City. It's right in front of us, and we're going to stop one more time here on Canton Road. All right, by the way, Canton Road is, I would say to the Hong Kongese, this is really their version of Rodeo Drive. The finest shops are on the street. Now, to get to Nathan Road, you could either go the way we showed you to come, or you can actually go way down to the end of the block, turn right, and just continue on to Nathan Road, and you can do a square that way as well. All right, so we're going to go through the entrance that says Harbor City, and then I'll just make it real easy for you to get back to the ship. You can get a little confusing in there, but it's a good place to get lost if you do. So I've just come to the top of the escalator, and what I like to try and remember is I look for this little arrow towards the luxury brands, Burberry, and I go left, and just another turn or two. So much to buy, or not to buy. That is the question. All right, so I've literally just come up the escalator, and now I'm just going to walk straight, and that might start to look familiar to you. That's actually where we began our journey not too long ago. If you followed through those doors that would take you back down to the Star Ferry. All right, we're just going to then turn right and head back towards our ship. But of course, Hong Kong has so much to see and do. Of course, there is great shopping. There's also, you can go to the several different markets, night market, ladies market, the Temple Street market. There's a jade market that we'd like to visit as well. But it's just a safe place, easy to get around. So, you know, get out, be brave, do it on your own. You'll have a great time doing it. All right, thanks for joining me on another Jamie's Journey as we did a little quick trip around Kowloon here in Hong Kong. Thanks for coming with us, and I hope you travel with me again. Thank you.